Hey guys, welcome back to Vanguard Motor Sales. I'm Greg and I'm standing in front of one beautiful, super rare car here. Just a little over 300 of these cars were ever built. It's a numbers matching, real SS 138 car, big block under the hood, 4-speed shifter, top goes down. You're gonna love checking it out. So go to our website at vanguardmotorsales.com. We'll get it up on the lift so you can check out the underside. We're gonna look at the big block under the hood. We're gonna check out the numbers. We'll show you its numbers matching. We're gonna look at that red interior. We'll get inside the trunk and check that out. We'll show you everything you wanna see so you can make a great decision on your Chevelle SS investment. So come on up and we're gonna fire it up for you now. Look at this beautiful paint job on the car. It is amazing. All the lines line up nice, that hood's nice and flush. All the gaps look good, the chrome looks new, the grille looks good, all the trim looks great, headlight bezels look awesome, the Chevelle emblem looks like it's brand spanking new. It's an amazing ride right here, guys. She's a 4-speed, it's a 138 car, real SS with its numbers matching big block. Red line tires, just like would have come from the factory. Blacked out rockers. All the stainless up here looks good. All the chrome looks great on the vent window. Door handle chrome looks good. You see how nice and easy that opened up? And look at the attention to detail here in the door jambs. That latch looks like it was out and restored. We've got new rubber on the doors. The door panel looks good. The armrest looks great. Even the threshold there looks awesome. And look at those door jambs. Look at the paintwork in there. Attention to detail in a car is off the hook. And the chrome on the dash is beautiful. The lenses on the gauges look great. The seat belts look great. We've got, looks like 3 seat belts in the back seat. Carpeting looks awesome. The upholstery on the seat looks good. Now you can check out pictures of the car with the top up online if you go to vanguardmotorsales.com. We've got a little over 100 pictures of the car. And again, that simulated wood grain steering wheel, man, is it sharp. And oh, I forgot to mention the Hurst Shifter up there. 4-speed, guys. Super rare car. Look at that beautiful chrome. The tail panel looks good, and that's what everybody's looking for, that SS. Now, in '68, you could actually tell that the car was a real SS by the VIN number. And of course, it's got the numbers matching block in it. You can see they took the time to put a spare and a jack in there. Nice cover here. Looks original to the car. Wheel wells, solid as a rock. Back sides of the quarters, nice and clean. All the wiring looks good in there. All the paint work in here is beautiful. The rubber's been replaced. The lip on the deck lid is nice and slick. The paint on the bottom side of the deck lid, you can see they had the latch out. Even the little clip there that holds the mechanism in there where you stick the key in, it looks brand new. All the trim on the tail lights looks good. Now look down the side of this baby. You want to talk about a pro painter. The body man and the painter on this car did a phenomenal job on it. She is beautiful. Now at Vanguard Motor Sales, we're not consignment dealers. That means we own this car. Right now we've got a little over 230 cars in stock and we own every one of those cars. Now we bring in about 40 new cars every month, so you want to keep a nice close eye on us. Now I'm also involved in buying every one of the cars here at Vanguard, and what that means to you is you're getting my 35 plus years of experience in the muscle car industry helping you pick out your dream car.
All right, guys, we're taking our old Chevelle out for a cruise here. It is a convertible, however, we do have the top up right now because it's like 30 degrees here in Michigan. We did just happen to get a nice day where we could get it out and drive it. But I guess that's a testament to how well the carburetor's tuned on this car, that it's doing just fine in 30-degree weather. 4-speed car, stick shift convertible, nothing wrong with that. Shifts really nice. Something else I like to point out too, with it being as cold as it is, the heat works great. Fully functional blower motor. We got it on defrost now. I'm going to warm my feet and turn it on to floor here. AM radio, doing AM radio stuff here. It actually is playing some tunes here, which is cool. Speedometer's working for us. Now we do have a bunch of dummy lights here, so they're not technically gauges. They're just the dummy lights that turn on when you got a problem. You do have a fuel gauge there that is indeed working. Brakes feel pretty good in the thing. Good, good up high brake pedal, which means that your brakes are adjusted properly. That's where you get your good brake pedal from when you get these drum brake cars, is a proper adjustment. Coming around the corner here, downshift felt nice. Something else I'd like to point out. Got to get it up to speed here a little bit. We'll get a second before we kind of get on it. Getting into it a little bit, and it definitely, yeah, there it is. Definitely a quadrajet. I felt them secondary barrels kick in, so definitely those are working for sure. You felt it, I'm sure you heard it. Give me a downshift a second. Coming around the corner here, steering wheel straight too, which implies the alignment's good. Also, it's not pulling one way or the other, which is a good thing. Once again, speedometer is working. We do have functional wipers too, something else I'd like to point out on this as well. Turn them off, they park, which is cool. All of our lights are working in here. I noticed that when I flip the switch for your light, like the dimmer switch here, when you click it to the interior light position, the interior light here behind this center console turned on. Heat's actually working very well enough for me to actually turn it off at this point. Coming up to our yield sign here, hitting the brakes. Look at that. Can't complain about that. We got us neutral now. We're gonna go ahead and get on it. Now, part of our thing here at Vanguard, we own all of these cars, this car included. So we have skin in the game. We own it. That's just plain and simple. So if we got any issues with it, it's not like we can pass off the responsibility that it's the owner's problem. It's not. It's our problem, which means we deal with it. So that being said, something else too. Horn's working. We do have the tilt column. All that's working just fine on this thing. Coming up to another yield sign, hand off the wheel. Gonna give me a second. We'll go for first gear. Coming up to first, I guess maybe not. We're gonna let this truck go. We've got his turn signal on here. Sometimes people have their turn signals on. You get scared, especially driving antiques like this. So we're gonna go and take this thing, we're gonna go and put it up on the hoist. We're gonna give you an underside view of this car because, as I like to say, anybody can slap paint on something. What you really tell you got a quality car is what the underside looks like, what the engine bay looks like, and what like the plumbing, the wiring, that's what makes a car. We're gonna give you a good look at all that stuff so you know exactly what you're buying and exactly what you're investing in. That's kind of just what we do here. So that all being said, stay tuned. We're gonna go throw it up on the back hoist, and you guys are gonna have to get a load of this.
All right, we're underneath this 68 Chevelle now, and man, she's pretty under here too. You can see it's got new bushings on the frame. You can also see the brand new tank. You can see the brand new exhaust. The drop downs look good. The trunk floor looks good. In the rear end, we've got right around the 355 gear. It is a 12 bolt and it is Posi. You can see it's got new shocks, new brake lines. It looks like brand new drums on the brakes, and our guys here at the shop will take the drums off and they'll make sure all the brakes are in good working order. Looks like Flowmaster mufflers here. The bushings look like they were redone. The back sides of the rockers are solid. These floorboards look nice and solid. Looks like it does have a new brake line going front to back, a new fuel line and return line going front to back. The casting date on the rear end also is correct for this car. The dates all line up on the transmission. We did not find any numbers on the transmission that tells us this is numbers matching, but the dates all line up, the casting all lines up, so we do believe this is the original transmission. Bell housing looks correct. It does have the correct manual clutch. Looks like the proportioning valve here for the brakes has been replaced. The bushings and the lower control arms have been replaced. We do have disc brakes up front. Rotors look like they're in good shape. Ball joints were definitely replaced at one time. It's got a big old sway bar on it. Front frame horns are nice and straight. Core support looks nice and solid. You can see the front bumper's definitely a new one, or it's been re-chromed. Back side of it's all nice and clean. It does have power steering. Bottom side of the motor's nice and clean. Fuel pump looks like it's fairly new. I mean, just an amazing car, guys. Numbers matching, 68, real 138 car, numbers matching motor. I mean, it's an amazing ride. Let's look at those wheels and tires. All right, we got red lines up here. The wheels have got nice paint. It does have the flat caps on it, and the trim rings look new, and of course the red lines look great on the car. One thing I always do on these cars is I try to feel around under here on the front fenders. It does definitely feels like nice clean metal up in there. And again, that pinch weld looks good. Bottom side of the rocker also looks good. Let's look at the rear. All right, out back here, again, red lines, G7015s. Again, the flat caps, trim rings look good. Always check this lip right here. All I feel is a nice clean wheel well where it comes to the quarter. Wheel lip moldings look good. And again, paint work right down to the bottom edge of the rocker is beautiful. Let's get under the hood and take a look at that numbers matching motor. Check this baby out. Now we just verified, my son and I scratched this all off here so you can see the numbers matching numbers right here. The VIN is here. The suffix tells us that it's a 350 horse motor. It is a manual transmission car. The carburetor is a quadrajet. It is numbers matching also. Looks like it's got the correct intake on it. Chrome valve covers look good. The exhaust manifolds are all cleaned up nice. Looks like it's got the period correct distributor in it. It does have power brakes and it does have power steering. Radiator definitely looks like a rebuilt unit. Looks like it's got a brand new fan shroud and the fan clutch feels good. We got a brand new AC Delco battery in it. Inner wheel houses are nicely painted. I see brand new shims in the crossbars and the upper control arms. I see brand new washer and bushings there on the shocks. I believe those shocks are new also. And look at that firewall. Look how nice and clean that is. We even got GM markings on all the hoses. And it's got the correct clamps here too. The crossover looks good. I mean, this is an amazing build, guys. And that power steering pump's got the remote reservoir there for the fluid. She's cool, guys. It's a real 138 car. It's numbers matching. The top goes down. It's got red interior and it's got a gear shifter in it. Give us a call at 248-974-9513 and let Vanguard Motor Sales park this dream in your driveway.